Welcome back to another episode of Deep in Sports. I am one of the hosts, Big E. I have my boy here with me, CB, and we just want to recap the national championship game, Michigan versus Washington. What I saw from Michigan, CB, before I let you go, I'm going to just jump in real quick. What I saw from Michigan is you cannot replace physicality, man. And no matter what you do, you can try to scheme for it, you can try to prepare yourself as much as you can, but there's no answer when you get on that field when somebody's playing the physical brand of football. What you think about that?
I think you're right, bro. I think the uniqueness behind this national championship game, you got the number one offense versus the number one defense.
Yeah, strength on strength.
It's new modernized football, right? So my thing is always, I'm rooting for Michigan because, we all Michigan fans, we grew up. But I'm also kind of like Washington was my dark horse just because they've been under the radar all year. Everybody been doubting them. They had a very competitive schedule. And I'm like, man, they can win this national championship. This is before they played Michigan, but they was the dark horse just because how explosive their offense is. Their defense wasn't the greatest, but they always raise above and play to the test. Mm-hmm. And always make plays when they have to make plays. And so I'm going into this game like, man, just because the spread offense, is beneficial for offenses now today. Meaning there's always rules predicated towards offense, especially in the secondary with holding, PIs. You get a lot of those calls now. And then the creativity with play callers now, man. You can do so much offensively to get guys to ball, right? Yeah. Shifting, motion, unbalanced sets, pick, rub routes. You know what I mean? These are all plays in the hands and the favors of, offenses. But, going to the game is, I knew Michigan was going to slow them down offensively. Michigan will really give up the big play. But I didn't know that Michigan, all three levels was good, bro.
Yeah.
D-line, linebackers, secondary. I knew their secondary was pretty good. But I didn't know that they D-line could really get a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And, without stunts and all the time and blitzing from the second level with the backers, right? But those guys, like you said, they played hard, man. They was physical. The first quarter, it looked like it was going to be a super, super long night for Washington. Right. The way Michigan came at and attacked them offensively with the run game. I thought Washington did a great job to correct their defense to stop the run, to slow the run down. They slowed the run down tremendously after the first quarter.
They did.
And then, I thought Michigan play calling was a little conservative, when they didn't have the run game after the first quarter. It took them a while to get going. And JJ, made some plays. But it was funny, it's like, Michigan had them on the ropes early in the first round, but they didn't establish that knockout blow.
Yeah.
Right. And they allowed them to get back into the game. And what they did is Washington offense was doing okay, and they defense stopped the run from Michigan, and their offense started to go a little bit, and they start to have some success. And, it was 20-13 for a while, man.
Yeah, I would do that too. Early in the game, man, like I said, my biggest point was the physicality. I don't know if the Pac-12 provided that type of physicality that they seen on Monday night. 1, 2. Sure. Just going into it, like once you run the ball, once you have as much success as Michigan had as early, they really broke off 2 big plays.
Yeah.
So really, it's like I didn't take a lot of time off the clock. So when Michigan really needed, like, slow it down. Take a little more time in the huddle. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Don't rush out the huddle. Don't rush to the play. Don't rush up to the line. Like, take that time. Because once you get them 2 big plays like that, it's like, okay, it's 14-0, it's 14-3. But it's still 9 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that's when they started trying to get J.J. McCarthy to throw the ball. They started trying to go away from the run a little bit, get too cute, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But a couple of big plays that I wasn't in line with was the Harbaugh. It's 4th down, you line up the punt. call timeout, you go back out there and you go for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a momentum killer. That's a momentum killer to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know what? Your offense is on the field, just run the play. Like, get them in the huddle, get them out, run the play. Don't take them off the field, call timeout. Like, you killed all the momentum right there. And then Washington even capitalized from that.
And then you get a DC to prepare for it. You know what I mean? Play. And like you said, it's all about rhythm. It's all about that part. And now you don't get it. Now Michigan defense out there. And now Washington take the momentum away.
Yeah. That was really the only time in the night where Michael Penix got a rhythm. Because it was like, okay, we got the ball right back. We got to go down and score. I think there was 11 plays or something on that drive to score that touchdown. But it's like, that's what you don't want to give. Now, I'm surprised to see that, again, Michael Penix, 4,600 yards this season, explosive offense, 2,000-yard receivers, 1,000-yard running back. Like, for them only to put up, or for them to move it slow or not get it going like they did, that was a surprise to me. Like you said about that D-line, I think they've been stepping up, especially since that Alabama game and this last game.
Yeah.
McGregor, Graham, Grant, like it's some boys in there, especially those D tackles. Like, they were playing ball.
The young dogs, the two sophomores, Grant and 55, man. He's a sophomore too. Big fella.
Graham.
Yeah, Graham. Like, those guys is legit. And like you said, so 3 levels is good, right? Washington offense line won the Joe Moore Award. But they didn't look like they won nothing. The national championship game. They got exposed. I seen a lot of their old linemen on the ground. We seen Penix. We haven't seen Penix look like that. So think about this, E. You Washington, right? You on the offense side of the ball, you playing receiver. Another thing, Dylan Johnson hurt them playing with that high ankle sprain. He wasn't himself. That hurt them a lot, because one thing I can say about Michigan defense, their defense is really good. But when you establish a run game, you can get some yards on Michigan. We seen Penn State, we seen Ohio State do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they stopped doing it. I don't know why, because Ohio State came out in the third quarter, and I remember they ran it down Michigan's throat. Yeah. They mixed it up well. They outside runs, inside runs, some gas screens, some zone, whatever. But that hurt Penix, bro. Not having that 1,000-yard rusher, that really hurt him. And not only that, bro, like, he couldn't run the ball. He couldn't really help in pass protection either. So they had the young pup come in at times, and, you know, he's a freshman, right?
Yeah, freshman. There's only so much he can do.
Exactly, bro. So that rhythm was thrown off. And think about this, right? So Washington, so they've been scoring all year. 7-play drive, 8-play drives, right? Scoring touchdowns. Now you come into the national championship game, those things ain't happening like how it's been happening. Think about that, how that messed with your psyche, bro. Yeah. So now you have to adjust big time. So Michigan is not allowing us to get down the field in the back end, right? We can't run a football like we want to. Yeah. So now we got to play the quick game. We got to throw some screens. You know what I mean? We got to do some little bunch routes and different spacing concepts. So we got to have patience. Yeah. And guess what? It's hard to have patience, too, when you down a couple scores as well, too.
And that's not your style. Like, if that was your style, cool. You know what I'm saying? But, like, Washington, that's not their style. They are get the ball out and get it deep to their playmakers, get it in their hands, and let them make plays.
Exactly.
With all them yards and all that yak and all that stuff, I was surprised not to see the offense score more points. Exactly. But before I go any further, I would like to tell you guys, please like and subscribe our channel.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe our channel. We're trying to grow this channel.
Like us, but also subscribe, alert it. You know what I mean? Ring that bell too. You know, that's important too.
Yeah, but I also would say, man, Michigan was well prepared, and it just kind of showed up to me on a higher level. Missing Jim Harbaugh for 6 games this season, Sharon Moore, Mike Menner, and that whole coaching staff have prepared them in a way that, you know what I'm saying, it was nothing that was going to rattle them. Nothing that was going to get in their way of winning this national title. I like the commitment that Michigan made. Blake Corum having an injury last year. They made him, J.J. McCarthy, just that senior leadership of that team. They all came back for one goal, and that was to go undefeated and win the national championship. Yeah. So to see that kind of come to fruition was a beautiful thing to me.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm happy for our state in
Yeah.
itself. You know, Michigan winning the Natty.
Yep.
Detroit Lions is good. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
you know, the future is looking bright. So yeah, man, I'm super excited about that. I think some good things is happening. I know a lot of guys returning for Michigan next year as well too. You know, and then just to really, really think about it, man. Not too many defenses is good on 3 levels. If you think about defenses, bro, a lot of them aren't good on 3 levels. Like they had it all, bro. They had good linebackers, bro. They had D linemen that could get to the pass rusher that can get TFLs, and then your secondary. You know what I mean? That safeties that can come down and make good tackles. You got good guys that can cover. You know what I mean? And you got a great DC. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Those guys mentor and, you know, Clink Scale, shout out to Clink. You know, those guys do a great job of disguising coverages. You know what I mean? And Penix haven't, think about it, bro. We haven't seen Penix play like this year. We haven't seen him being a little rattled, him
Because
throwing.
his opposition was not as tough as Michigan's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Oregon was a good team. I'm not taking nothing away from the
Oh, yeah.
Pac-12.
But it ain't the Big Ten, though.
But it's not the Big Ten. It's way more physical out here.
And speaking of that, they're coming to the Big Ten. So we can
Exactly.
talk about that. You know, you got Washington, UCLA, Oregon,
Yep.
USC. And that's going to be a big adjustment for those teams coming into the Big Ten, because at the end of the day, those teams are top tier out there. But you cannot disrespect going and play Iowa in late October.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Or Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Illinois, Purdue, Minnesota. These teams are still competitive, bro. They're going to bowl games every year. They winning. They are above 500. You know what I mean? Up and coming Rutgers. You know what I mean? Maryland. Like, these teams are solid, bro. Like
they play a different brand of football. CB,
it's different, bro. It's different, bro. And I ain't say Michigan, the top tier, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the guys that's kind of in the middle. That's going to be very, very competitive. Now you got to go out there and play Wisconsin, bro. And at Wisconsin, it's hard to win at Wisconsin.
I think you bring up an interesting point too, CB. Washington was the best the Pac-12 had. You get what I'm saying? Better than USC, better than UCLA, better than Oregon. Yeah. And all y'all coming to the Big Ten now.
Exactly.
So what y'all looking forward to doing? You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, along with what we saw with Michigan, man, let's speak to Coach Harbaugh. We seen him not really answer questions about what his future holds and stuff like that. But with me and you, like, let's speculate. Where do you think he's gonna go? Where do you see some landing spots for Coach Harbaugh?
I hope it's the San Diego Chargers. I think
LA Chargers.
Yeah, LA Chargers, my bad. For him to be able to get Justin Herbert, they got a good Khalil Mack. They got some guys on the defense and on the offense. And, you know, him having that being a big name out in LA, it'd be huge for their fan base, the number 2 fan base in the country. You know, it'd be huge for media outlets. It's huge for him because he got a huge personality in himself. He's already a proven winner on the NFL level. He proved that with 2 or 3 NFC championships, 1 Super Bowl.
4 years, NFC championship and 1 Super Bowl appearance.
Exactly. He know how to adjust, right? When he was at Michigan, nothing against Don Brown, he's a great DC, you know, but he loves man to man.
Too much man to man.
Exactly. And he made the switch. All right, he go to the Baltimore Ravens staff. He become creative, so he's open-minded to want to change. That's going to help his team win. A lot of coaches, man, with those personalities and those egos, man, and they don't want to stop what they're doing, bro. They don't want to change. They'd rather get fired. It's hard for people to change and shift, and he proved that, you know. And he's a quarterback wizard too. You know what I mean? So he's going to get Justin Herbert to play at a whole nother level, man. I hope it's at the Chargers. I'd be a little upset if it's at the Raiders, man, because I believe Pierce, he deserved that. He earned that for another year, bro. Like, he earned that.
I like that.
You know, this is not his. Pierce don't even got his staff, bro. This is McDaniel's staff, bro. Like, he just the feeling he don't even got his dogs with him. You know what I mean? And And that's tough too. They ain't even got a quarterback, bro. They had Aiden O'Connell, nothing against the rookie.
4th round draft pick.
Yeah, man. So imagine Justin Fields get traded there, bro. You know what I mean? So I hope that happens. He go to the Chargers, but we'll see.
Chargers is a big job for him. I like that. I like that landing spot for him. But it's also some on the Midwest and East Coast. It's the Bears opened up.
No, they keeping him. The coach staying, bro.
Oh, they're not getting rid of the coach in the Bears?
Nope.
Well, the Titans is open. Commanders is open. The Seahawks is open.
The Seahawks?
Did Pete Carroll get fired today?
Nah, bro. I thought he's staying. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking he's staying.
14 years, bro. Pete Carroll not there no more.
The Patriots, I like the Chargers for him, bro. Like it's a better job than every job we just said.
Yeah,
because they're destined to be ready to make the playoffs, like right now, and it's a tough conference.
You got a quarterback in place, like that's what you need.
Quarterback, and you got Khalil Mack, you got Samuel, you got some guys in the back end too, bro. So you got some receivers. You know what I mean? You got the pieces. You got a good running back. Like they got the pieces, bro. They got the pieces. So
Harbaugh was already in California. That's not a bad job for him. You know what I'm saying? I just was trying to get all the other openings and see. Like, would that be straight for him?
Yeah.
But okay, now if Harbaugh leaving, let's cover who's gonna be Michigan's next coach.
Sherrod Moore. It makes sense, Sherrod Moore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He filled the void in this year. He understand that he could be able to lead his team. Those guys follow his lead. And the kids had something else to play for as well, too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Coach play for Harbaugh. And also, fellas, there was a good senior-led team, too. You know, and fellas, we got to play hard for Coach Moore, too. We don't want no excuses, right? If we lose this game, they're going to say something about Harbaugh, right? So he proved himself. You know what I mean? He proved himself that he could step in, and guess what? If it happens, bro, he'd be the first African-American head football coach at the University.
Yep.
So I hope it happens.
I do too. So what I like about the situation, CB, is we got a chance to see our coach in waiting, so to say. We got a chance to see him take live action. You get what I'm saying? Call real calls. Go for it on 4th down. Manage the whole game.
Yeah.
What I love about Coach Moore is that he wears 3 hats. Offensive line coach. Offensive line is the truth. He's been recruiting and putting that together for the last few years. Hands down, one of the best in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Offensive coordinator. Creative. Keeps the ball moving. I like our running game. We don't just rely totally on the running game. We do pass it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Tight ends, you know what I'm saying? So we versatile on offense. And lastly, he can be the head coach. So he can kind of fill a lot of voids that we may need or if Harbaugh leaves. And I'm glad we got a chance to see that even before Harbaugh made his decision.
And guess what happened, bro? If you think about it, Michigan, when was the last time you seen a team, especially in this brand of football, this new brand of football with the spread, right, that won it with a very good defense and a heavy run game? When was the last time we seen that, bro? Early 2090s, bro? Like, this is old school football. Think about it. Defense.
Yeah.
And we're going to run it down your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Cam, it's been a while, though, man.
And they was creative doing it. Don't get it twisted. You know, formation shifting, different things of that nature. But guess what? It's still running down at football. Heavy sets, you know, sometimes using 7s, 8 linemen, being creative. That's what Jim Harbaugh used to do at Stanford with the heavy jumbo set. Yeah. You know,
whatever groceries I got, I'm gonna make a gourmet meal, CB.
So guess what, bro? So he started off when he first came to Michigan, you know, he couldn't be Old State with it because he didn't have a lineman. He didn't have those physical players yet. But he stuck to his formula. Still got a little creative on there, but he stuck to his formula. And guess what? We're going to be a heavy run football team, play action off the run. We're going to make sure our linemen, we're going to get the best linemen in the country. And we got to have you got to have a great defense. So think about it, bro. Those teams, Alabamas and the Clemsons and stuff like that, bro, they was power spread. They was more running the spread. Urban Meyer spread, power spread. No, they not really a spread team, bro. They're like a West Coast, a Bill Walsh in the sense of a little bit of spread, bro.
Our West Coast system.
Our West Coast, bro. And that's what I'm saying, bro. So he changed that, bro. Heavy run, play action off the run, and a great defense, bro.
It is, but CB, what would needed to be changed though? This is the Big Ten. It's not like we can throw the ball around the yard all year long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A couple of months in the season, you can get that off.
Yeah.
But come out late October, November, it's time to start running that ball. It's time to be more physical. Because those teams that you playing, they coming in physical. They trying to knock you out.
But think about that though, bro. Right? Michigan has been the only team that the defense no run is coming, you still can't stop it.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's the beauty behind it though, bro. It's like we all want to run the football. We all want to run the football. We all want to hit in yardage. But my front 5 or 6 or 7, whatever it is better than your box.
And I would say, this side, CB, that's demoralizing, man. When you're getting ran on like that, it's bro, it's tough.
Like Penn State. Michigan ran it what, 32 times?
32 times in a row. Exactly.
Bro, come on, man. That's a coach's dream, bro.
Bro, you tired and they coming at you. You can't get off the block quick enough.
That's a coach's dream, bro. They didn't pass the ball in the 4th quarter, bro.
You don't want to tackle that second half 30 times in a row. Come on, bro.
Come on, man. It's just like that's a beautiful thing, bro. So that's what I'm saying. So Harbaugh did that, bro. And now they go, there's to constantly recruit. And with the transfer portal, you know, they gonna get those grad transfers, smart linemen. You know, they always gonna get that, bro. That's just the tradition now, right? They got two Joe Moore awards, and they just gonna keep refilling. Those they probably have 3 or 4 guys leave in the draft. Don't worry about it. We got guys in the chamber. And we're gonna get a couple grads and stuff like that to fill the void. You know what I mean? And we're gonna make sure our defense is very good because we're gonna have to stop guys. Look, think about it. Heavy run offense, control the clock, keep our defense off the field, and play action off the run game.
Yeah, I love it, man. I like what Michigan showed us. I'm happy that they closed out with the national championship, CB. We got one with Harbaugh in his tenure, so if he does decide to leave, he's already fulfilled his obligation to us.
Exactly.
Before we get out of here, man, I just want to encourage everybody to like and subscribe. Thank you guys again for joining us on Deeper in Sports. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.